Well, here we are heading into the weekend. It's Friday. I am looking forward to it. It's been a long week. We have some glasses on the table, and we are going to sample them. Hello, everyone. My name is Wayne.
And I'm Rebecca.
And we are Your Bourbon Journey. So there's been a recent trend with a lot of honey finishes or honey blends or throwing honey and stuff. And I'd have an idea that maybe we should get a few of the ones that we found that we really like that fall into a certain criteria and go ahead and blind them and pick which one we think is our favorite. So that is where this came from, and these are the glasses on the table.
I will just add that we opened these bottles fresh today for this blind. So we've tasted them, but we tasted them at the distillery or at a bourbon festival, one at a liquor store. So we've tasted them in various markets, various locations, but we've not tasted these bottles. They were freshly opened today and poured for this blind. So I'm pretty excited about it.
I am too. I'm looking forward to this.
So I'm going to share a little bit about each of our selections, and it will be in alphabetical order. Casey Jones Barrel Finish Series Honey Bourbon, named Brown Beauty. It is a Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey finished in a honey barrel by Casey Jones Distillery in Hopkinsville, Kentucky. The proof is 102.7. We purchased this May 9th, 2026 for $90 at Barbecue and Barrels in Owensboro, Kentucky. Dark Arts, a long, strange dip. Honey cask finish, batch 2. A blend of sweet and sour mash straight bourbon whiskey finished in a honey cask by Dark Arts Whiskey House. The mash bill is a blend of two distinct mash bills. First, a Kentucky sweet mash of 64% corn, 24% rye, and 12% malted barley. Then, an Indiana sour mash of 75% corn, 21% rye, and 4% malted barley. A blend of 5-plus-year-old Kentucky and 8-plus-year-old Indiana. Its proof is 110.3. It was purchased on May 30th, 2026 for $79.99 at Cox's Evergreen in Bardstown, Kentucky. Starlight Distillery Honey Reserve Bourbon Batch 1. Straight bourbon whiskey finished in honey barrels by Huber Starlight Distillery in Borden, Indiana. A blend of two estate mash bills, a 3-grain 60% corn, 20% rye, 20% malted barley, and a 4-grain 51% corn, 20% rye, 20% malted barley, 9% wheat. It had a minimum aging of 5 years before the finishing. Its proof is 106. It was released in early 2026. We purchased this on April 11th, 2026 for $69.99 at Starlight Distillery in Borden, Indiana. Wenzel Honey Cask Finished Bourbon Batch 1. It is a straight bourbon whiskey finished in honey cask by Wenzel Whiskey LLC. Its mash bill is a wheated bourbon. It was aged 7 years. Its proof is 104.1, and it was released in May of 2026. We purchased this on May 1st, 2026 for $109 at Wenzel Distillery in Covington, Kentucky. So wow, these are pretty cool. These are all finished in honey casks. So no honey was added. This is finishing of bourbon in a honey cask. I like that the proofs are all pretty similar. I think it's going to be interesting for us.
I'm looking forward to this. I'm going to pick up my first glass. Glass A.
A. I will also say we're not doing our Whiskey of the Month process. This is just for a fun. So we will be only scoring this on a 5-point basis, and then we'll share at the end and see who each one of us selected. It might be different. They're all going to have some pretty interesting noses, I would imagine. Lots of sweet notes. This has got some great legs forming on it for A.
Definitely sweet notes. Definitely a baking spice. I almost want to say it's a brown sugar.
It also has some baking spice, like maybe nutmeg or something like that in it. I think we should go ahead and taste it.
Yep. So let's go to letter A.
A. Oh, that's really good. Oh, look at these legs now. Wow.
Yeah, the legs are huge.
It's a nice, subtle honey flavor.
Kind of cinnamon there as well. Cinnamon actually plays really well with the honey.
I like the mouthfeel of this. It's very almost creamy. It's reminding me of if I had like a really creamy custard and then had honey drizzled on top of it, is what this is taking me to. This is lovely. Mm-hmm. Very nice. And the finish is pretty substantial too.
It is.
Okay.
Yeah, I like how the honey is on it. It's
we'll make
good.
a couple notes to remind us what we got.
Okay, so
We'll move on to B. And of course, you are knowing what it is because after this is over with, of course, I put all the bottles up for y'all to know. So lucky you. This one seemed a little darker when I poured it than the other ones did.
it looks darker.
This has got a little deeper, darker nose for me.
Trying to figure out what it is. I mean, they're definitely different. The A and B are totally
Wow.
different.
It's got great legs. The nose is dark, like it's almost caramel with honey. I don't know.
I'm getting a nut. I don't know if it's a hazelnut or a peanut. The nose, I agree with caramel. It's like a dark caramel.
I would
That's a lot
I would
different.
hazard a guess that this one might be one of the ones that's a little bit older. I mean, I think one of them's like 7 years, one of them's like 5. The others I'm not sure about, but great legs.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's dripping around. So let's go ahead and let's go to letter B.
Cheers. I think it might be sweeter on the palate than it was on the nose.
Well, it lines up. Everything I was getting on the nose, I'm getting on the palate. It's a perfect line.
I'm getting almost a tea effect. Like sweet tea with honey. I don't recall ever saying that about a bourbon before. I'm just saying.
I'll try that again. And the legs on this are gigantic. I mean,
Fantastic.
it is still cascading down.
It was really good. Great, great, great mouthfeel. The finish is good. It's not overly complex. I feel like the nose and the palate are more complex than the finish.
It's slightly cinnamon, and it doesn't last long.
Yeah. All right, C. We're cranking on through because we want to go back through them again, I think, too.
Yes, because first two I gave the same score to, and I need to go back and nitpick.
This is different, too. This one's a little more confectionary for me.
This is lighter on the nose than the first two, I think.
Because it's going to that actual confectionery kind of note. You know, the others were like wildflower honey or fresh honey, things like that.
Yeah, none of that is here.
And this is more confectionery. It's very sweet on the nose. I haven't disliked any nose. I'm just going to say that.
It's the least complex of the three, though, I think.
Yeah, it's the sweetest on the nose, I think.
There's something else there, but it's real subtle. It's a baking spice, but I'm not sure.
Let's hit the taste and maybe that'll open up our nose.
Let's go to letter C.
See, cheers.
C. That's more of a traditional bourbon in a way. Vanilla.
And confectionery notes.
Baking spices for me.
I would say we got some cinnamon happening.
What's weird with it is I'm not really getting honey.
Yeah, it's
for
more
me.
confectionery for me. It's sweet. It's not really making me think of honey, which isn't a terrible thing because, you know, honestly, you want bourbon to be the leader in these finishes. You want whatever you're finishing something with, whether it's wine or beer or whatever, you want the bourbon to lead.
Right.
So I think the bourbon is leading, but I'm not feeling a honey cask.
Yes, I mean, if I were picking straight bourbon right now, this would probably be the best of the three. But once again, it's like, where is the honey? I keep thinking of this with cooking shows we have. Where is the honey?
I also feel it's maybe not as creamy in my mouth as some of the other ones were. And I don't think the finish is quite as long either. It might be one of the lower proof ones. I'm not sure. I like it though. I'm just not sure how it's going to hold up to these other honey casks.
Yeah, let's go to letter D.
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 We've been looking forward to doing this for several weeks, and we had a couple things. I think the Macaulay Minton one, the Dark Arts, was the last pickup because we were talking about that one for a few weeks. We didn't really want to order it online, pay the extra shipping, but when we found it at Cox's Evergreen in Bardstown, we're like, well, that's a sign. We also tasted Kentucky Nectar that day, which we really, really liked.
We liked it, but we eliminated it. It just, it was good, but it didn't fit in.
Well, and I'll tell you what sold me on holding is that they do a spring release and a fall release. And the lovely lady that was waiting on us, she said she personally prefers the fall release. So that was like, okay, we'll just wait.
It's a commercial for Evergreen Liquor.
They're great. They're fabulous. If you've not been in them in Bardstown, if you've been to Bardstown, you've probably been there. They have a great tasting room. This has fabulous legs.
Okay, here's another one that's more of a traditional bourbon nose.
On the nose. Almost toasty.
There is that's a good call because there's toasty is it. Almost vanilla, almost caramel.
I'm leaning more caramel on this one myself.
This is probably the most traditional bourbon nose, even more than C is. Now, I did get the honey. I did get the honey on the nose there.
Yeah, especially if you go a little deeper on it.
Mm-hmm. It's real subtle, but it's there.
It's got gorgeous legs on this glass. I mean, absolutely fantastic. Wow.
Oh, it's really, really big. I was watching Love Boat earlier from the 70s, whatever, and all the girls in bikinis and stuff. There's a lot of legs in that. But in this one here, boy, I should have been drinking it during there. This thing probably has the most legs of the four at this point. I mean, that's sheesh.
I'm ready to taste it. Stop talking about legs.
I am too. So, letter D. Cheers.
Cheers. That's got some pop too. That's got a little bit of spice that's hitting, which I'm enjoying a lot. I am getting wood notes.
Cinnamon, wood notes, I agree. There is honey. And unlike C, there is honey in here. Very subtle.
Okay, so what it's reminding me of with the toastiness and then that hint of spice. The spice is pretty interesting because it's not calling to me as a cinnamon or a baking spice. It's something else. It's almost white pepperish. So I'm feeling like I got like a stinging honey, kind of like a hot honey. Mm-hmm. Like you'd make a hot honey to go on a chicken or something. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying it's that hot. It's not that at all. But I'm trying to dig in and figure out what I would compare this to.
Well, we're definitely have to go through these again. I mean, this is a little more complex than I thought it would be.
Because they're pretty similar but different. So this one I think is a really nice finish. Mm-hmm. Whatever I'm getting on the nose with this one, and we didn't have any toasted barrels. I would swear this is a toasted barrel because what I'm getting on the nose is toastiness, and then I get that toasted feeling on the palate, and it's on the finish too. I just don't recall reading that any of these were toasted barrels. I could have missed it.
I think I know which one this is. I'm not going to say anything, of course.
Of course.
I'm going to put it in my head what I think it is. And I'll say later if I'm right.
And I've got mine pretty close. So far, I'm not going to share what the scores are, but they're not too far apart. But I do want to go back, and now that we've been through the whole thing and our palates are warmed up and acclimated to having honey, I'm anxious to go back through them again.
Yeah, because right now, two of them, I have two 3.5s, a 3, and a 3.25. So I definitely want to go through them again because I'm definitely going to make an adjustment, I'm pretty sure.
Well, let's do what we normally do, which is just look at the nose and kind of figure out what nose we like the best, just for kicks and giggles.
Okay.
I think I'm just going to pick my 1 and 2 nose. I'm not going to go
Yeah,
all the way. I'm
okay,
not going to
I'll
go
do
all
the
the way.
same
I'm not
thing.
going to go all the way through because it's just way too much. They're too close for me. We're not rating the nose, but what was your favorite nose?
Well, it's a coin toss between them, but I'm going to give it to B and then D.
I went A and D.
Interesting.
So we're both liking D second, but we picked different ones here, so that's kind of interesting. So we'll go back through now and try some taste. We can give some more notes if we want to. I guess we can go back to the same order. Fabulous legs on A. I'm still getting that really creaminess on that one. I like that mouthfeel. I think mouthfeel-wise, I liked A and B the best.
If you're talking mouthfeel on it, I do agree. I think A probably has the best mouthfeel, and I don't think it's close. Mm-hmm. I'm going to go through them all
And I'm actually
again
going to
and make an
mark
adjustment.
that. I'm marking that A is number 1 for viscosity and B is number 2 for viscosity for me because I don't think I'm going to change that.
Okay, I'm going to push at C. In other words, I'm eliminating it. It's 4th. Not
Well-
bad, but the others I like for other reasons.
Well, I agree. I had C as my lowest score, not bad score, but my lowest, and I'm going to leave it right where it was, and I'm going to say for me it's in 4th. So that's going to be 4th for both of us. But I'd love to sit around and drink it.
Yeah,
This is just a really hard lineup here.
it's the idea once again of where's the honey? You know, if it was a bourbon thing, then I have to really think about this, and I probably actually would pull the 2 honey ones back and put that forward.
Yeah, I think as we're judging this, what we need to be thinking about, and we didn't have this discussion beforehand, obviously, is which is demonstrating the best honey barrel finish, right? That's giving you enough honey that you're enjoying it or not. And I think that's where I'm kind of having a little bit of issue with D, because I feel it's a fabulous taste. I love everything about it, but I'm not getting strong honey notes on D. I love
And
it,
I
though.
agree. I'm going to put it out.
Yeah. I mean, I had it scored pretty highly the first time through, but as I'm trying to evaluate as a honey barrel finish, it's going to fall a little short.
Now, for me, it's down to A and B, and A already made an adjustment. I didn't do adjustment with B, so I'm going to go back here and
I'm going to go one-on-one with them. I'm going to do my little thing. I've made my decision because I love the taste of both of them. I'm not going to tell you what I've said, but I'm basing it on the fact that one of them was love the feel, the nose, because I love both the taste so much. So who is your top one?
B. I think B, for me, B,
And I went A.
I got the honey.
I went A.
And more than, yeah, I figured you would. I got honey more in the B than I did A, and that's where I went with it. B is really, really good, and B actually was my initial top score after I did it the second time, and I went with B because I got the honey.
Well, I got it on A. Let's pull our glasses back. Well, we both agreed on what was 4th, not because we didn't like it, but because it was more for whatever reasons. But all right, so we agreed that C was in 4th. C is 2. Well, that's pretty funny.
Okay, that really surprised me. That really surprised me because when we tried it initially, now I have no idea what I picked. When we tried that in Bardstown, it was really an explosion of honey,
Yeah.
and I feel like it was eating honeycomb.
Well, I still got honey on this one. This was the one. Well, see, this is the one I thought was confectionery sugar. Mm-hmm. So it was more confectionery than honey. So it was the sweetest of the 4 for me.
Oh, I agree.
And I'm still kind of getting that.
I totally agree.
I love it.
But it's funny, I got the honey before. That's actually why I bought the bottle.
Because it's between that and the Kentucky Nectar, and we picked that one.
Thank you, Macaulay, for really just going ahead and just blowing my mind or whatever there. And I come here and it just, whatever. But I mean, I know you don't care. I like the bottle. I still don't regret
Oh,
buying
I still
it.
love the bottle.
I think it's terrific. It's a really terrific pour. And it just, today, the honey part didn't come through.
It was more confectionary sugar. So
Yeah.
I still love having confectionary sugar.
And I do too.
And I know that our friend Michael from Chasing Neat loves sweet pours. He would probably really enjoy this one.
Oh, we may have to go ahead and get together with Michael, whatever, and he'd probably cuddle that bottle.
Well, let's go on to, both of us had third place as D. I picked it for third. Again, it wasn't as honey forward. I love the toastiness on it. So that D is 4. Okay, I was kind of thinking. That is Wenzel. And I want to check this real quick. Does not say toasted. I thought maybe it would be toasted.
Well,
Wenzel, we got this on my little birthday trip. We got this May 1st after we did a whole blending experience with them and then got a pour of their honey and decided we had to have that bottle. We also tasted it again at Barbecue and Barrels in Owensboro and really enjoyed it. But it was leading as a toasted bourbon to me. I think it's fabulous.
I knew what it was based on the profile. That I guessed it right. I thought it was Wenzel. When I initially had this, when we did an event there recently, I got massive amounts of honey. So, I mean, once again, here I am with 2 bottles on the table that I got honey on big time. And today, they just didn't come through.
And those were your 2 buys. The other 2 are my buys.
Sucks to be me.
No, these are great bottles. I'm excited to drink them. I mean, for me, this one is so confectionary. And what I love about this one is the 7-year-old. It's a wheater. So those were the other notes we were getting because it is a wheater. And the fact that it's got the extra age is probably why I'm getting so many toasted notes on that one. So I love this profile. I just didn't think it was banging on all cylinders for honey today.
Now, that last pour there, I got honey. I really did. It comes through. But, I mean, I'm not going to change my score. I'm definitely going with what it is. And I'm ready to die because now it's like whatever my wife picked. And one of the 2 left, I actually did not try.
Right.
So I have no idea. I may have actually picked one that I did not try initially.
Well, let's do this just so we can figure out how to pull them out. What did you give A as a score?
A, I gave a 3.75.
I gave it a 4.25. So that makes it an 8.0, right? All right, what did you give 2?
Faux.
And I gave it a 4.2, so it's an 8.2. So we would go with, for pulling it out, we will say that the second place is number 1. Does that make sense?
Yeah. And so B is the winner.
We scored differently, and they're not going into the Whiskey of the Year or anything off this. All right, so we're going with number 2 for our combined score, which is A. So second place is 3, which is Starlight. And that was my winner, but it's fabulous. Just a fabulous bottle. I mean, everything they do at Starlight, we love everything they do at Starlight. You probably watched our video from last Friday that we love everything they do at Starlight.
Which means the winner is something I have not tried until this video. I didn't try it at Barbecue and Barrels. I have not had it before. I am a fan of Casey Jones. It is the very first place we ever did a barrel pick with the Owensboro Bourbon Society. I have loved their stuff.
Love the people.
Love the people. Big fans of theirs. And in a sense, this almost doesn't surprise me.
Well, what did I keep saying about this? I kept saying this one had the most amazing mouthfeel. And the most amazing nose.
Yeah.
They have a square copper pot still.
Yeah.
Not everything's done on that. They do experimentals on that. Now they have bigger pot stills and I do other things. This was done on their square pot still. So yes, let me just double check. It is number 1, which is Casey Jones. This gorgeous bottle that both AJ and Peg signed for me that day. I was so surprised to see them there. And fantastic pour. A great bottle. It's got that little 250th anniversary thing across the top.
And
so I'm thrilled that it ended up winning. It's really good.
It is the only one for me on the nose that really came through with honey. That is just crazy.
Just fantastic. I love them all. I do think that Casey Jones and Starlight had the best honey finish.
Yeah.
Which is what we were voting on. And I mean, as far as a quintessential bourbon, especially a wheater, oh my gosh, Wenzel's amazing. Absolutely phenomenal. I love the confectionery notes on Dark Arts. It's a nice sweet pour. I think it's gonna be lovely for the summertime. Lovely. Because I don't like really dark stuff in the summertime.
Okay, so bottom line, it's funny. Leave it to you once again, ladies and gentlemen. My wife just bested me in this competition. Macaulay, thanks a lot. Thank you very much. And Wenzel, you did me in. No,
but
seriously.
It's so quintessential bourbon. It's great.
And really, honestly, all of them are great. And if you want honey finishes, seriously, all 4 of these on the table will bring it to you. Today, Casey Jones, out here in the West, came through with an outstanding bottle. And so, to wrap our video and to thank you for your time, I'm going to raise the Casey Jones flag. Glass B. It's wonderful stuff. All these things on the table are wonderful. You won't be disappointed. If you like what we do, hit the subscribe button. Always remember to drink responsibly. Nothing sweeter than honey. And today, Casey Jones, you stung us. Cheers.
Cheers.